Got some dumpster dive action for you. Nice piece of insulated copper wire. That right there, as stupid as it looks, is about $1.80 by today's prices. If it weighs a pound, that is. That might not have been the best time to do my introduction, huh? That was kind of a weird sight. That pallet says free take all. I think they got a pallet man that comes and takes those pallets. That's definitely a note for someone to take them. That right there is at least a pound, so that's 30 cents. A little electric motor. Well, it's a transformer, but Scrapyard calls them electric motors. That was a nice piece as well. Came out of that first dumpster. But those, I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro or not. It's marked, what was it marked? Hefty bags. But that's actually the boxes for hefty bags. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of cardboard boxes. So I think the pallet man might be able to get cardboard, I think is what's going on there. Someone is leaving them. I think someone could probably sell those for cardboard, which is probably a pretty penny. That is probably really heavy. Anyways. Yikes. I was hoping that would be copper. But it's just aluminum. But it's still nice. I wonder what this is doing laying here. Some kind of electrical wire. South wire. Lumaflex. Cable style something or other. 600 volts, made in USA, February 2nd, 2020. South wire. That looks abandoned to me. What do you think? I was gonna say I was gonna say I was gonna let it sit here for a while and just come and get it. You know what? I don't think this has been here very long. See how that plant is like that? It's on top of that little plant. Unless I just did that. I probably just did that myself, didn't I? Never mind. I think it's been here for a while. Yeah. I'm gonna sit here for a while. Let's see how much that weighs. That's not that valuable. To make it real valuable, I'd have to strip all that. And I'm not into stripping aluminum wire, but it's still worth a little bit of money. I was gonna say it's gonna let's sit here. That's not what I want to find at the start of a video, right? I'll have to carry that around with me the whole time. So I'll probably come back and get that. It's clearly abandoned. So someone may have stashed it there, actually. Someone on foot might have been walking down the street and found that somewhere. See, there's a little trail through here. So it looks like a stash. Lots of times when stuff's behind a dumpster like that, it's someone's stash. So I might let it sit there for a while, but anyways, if that was copper, I'm pretty sure I'd have to have it right now. An early theme develops. Got a mystery cord. These are always fun. Start pulling on the cord, but you can't see what it is. What do you think it is? Let me know in the comments what you think it is. Hey, there's someone's car registration. Sugar Bear Express RV Rentals. I can read stuff down on the bottom of the dumpster, fine print, but right in front of my face, I'm about blind. Let's see here. That I was not expecting. Okay, sun is out. So if you're new to my videos, you might see me find televisions and flat screen monitors and stuff. Lots of times the screens are broken and there's really not a whole lot you can do, but there is some value in those, you know, like a big one you could sell on Craigslist for parts or something, you know. You could do that, but there's just so many of those out here. Just a quick message to the people that are new to my videos. There's just so many of those out here. I could work 40 hours a week just as a TV parts guy, right? There is value in there, but it's just too much things out here for me to just mess around with that kind of stuff. So just one person kind of in my little groove here. The way I do things isn't the way someone else might do things. And I have a video down in the description. If you click show more, the description will open up. Scroll down. I have videos scrapping those flat screen TVs and monitors out. There is a little bit of circuit board in there, and the new ones are really low on scrap. Now the old ones, those old TVs, when they first started making them, were loaded full of transformers like this and big bulky stuff. Heavy, and the newer they get, the less valuable they are for scrap metal. Anyways, if you're new to my videos, I could also put in 40 hours a week being a vacuum cleaner parts guy. Those of you that make comments saying you should take that, it's worth this and that, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Just too much time for a professional Farkle hunter to put into everything. Look at that. That's a spotted greenback. I don't see a whole lot of those. I think they need to live around liquid of some sorts to be spotted greenback species. There's a dinky little motor in there if I wanted to get that. It might not even be in there, it's so lightweight. But you'll see me pass up pieces of tin like that. It's a bad idea for me to fill up on tin. I got that. I didn't want to overexcite my viewers with a big piece of tin, so I had to turn the camera on for that. But it's a bad idea for me to haul around loads of tin. Just basically takes about 80% of my potential away. I throw out numbers and percentages like that, and sometimes they're not right. Usually they're in the ballpark, but sometimes they're completely wrong. So just I like giving out those numbers just for a general feel of what I'm doing. Although with those little transformers, that is almost exactly a pound, and those are 30 cents a pound. So some numbers are very accurate, some will not be. I should probably clarify that situation. Whoa, squirrely. I see lots of comments. I'll keep getting comments from new people saying I should use a truck or a car or pull around a trailer with this thing, but this is the best way for me to do what I do. Ultra level of mobility, right? It's a strange concept, I'm sure, for people that have never evolved into this style, but yeah, I cannot carry as much as a bigger vehicle or a trailer would allow me to, but I can cover 3 to 4 times more ground, right? So in the time I could check 100 dumpsters with a big vehicle, or carrying around a trailer, I could check 300 or 400 dumpsters on this ultra mobile device, right? In my opinion, there is no greater factor than covering large amounts of ground. So you'll see me skip like ovens and washers and dryers and refrigerators, but that would just go into my gas tank in a bigger vehicle, right? So not saying my way is right or better. I just sometimes I explain to people making comments what exactly I'm doing and the benefits of it. It comes off to other people a different way, right? So to own a bigger vehicle would cost me about an additional $9,000 a year, give or take. I pay about $400 a year total. All expenses, all insurance, all registration, all licensing fees, maintenance, about $400 for this guy. $400 is probably what I might spend in 2 or 3 weeks. Someone yelled at me, or yelled at a guy down the road from behind me. That scared the death out of me. But insurance alone would be what, $400 for 3 months in a big vehicle. That's just insurance. Gas, another $400 or $500 a month minimum. It's a work vehicle anyway. Anyways, I've done videos before where I put out the number. I don't mean to offend anyone, but the people driving around trucks picking up tin, They're basically just paying for their truck, and then they'll make their profit with the copper and the brass and the sellable items they can find, right? So that's basically the exact same thing I'm doing. I'm just skipping the tin. You know, I'm not doing all that work. That's a nice little piece of metal. So it just looks different. I know sometimes when things are different, it's hard to understand. Hey, that's a little ring. Look at it. What is it? That's got I'm assuming it's what, cubic zirconium. Little diamonds in there. I'm gonna put that in my pocket, and I'll check that out. I'll put that under the eyepiece when I get home. That kind of stuff can surprise you. Like I say, my short vision is toast, so. This was gold. What do you think, Pooch? I'm a little, it's a well-known fact, I'm a little camera shy. I don't like looking straight at the camera. I don't like looking straight at the camera. Anybody know what that is? Can you tell me in the comments what piece of jewelry that is? I like sniffing it. I'll sniff it and tell you it's gold. It's obviously gold. It's obviously gold. I can tell you that much. And I'm a dog. This marked 10 karat. I have no idea if the little chip. What are you doing? You don't like the camera, but she likes gold. It's a nose ring. It's a nose ring for the Pooch. It's a nose ring for the Pooch. Come here, Pooch. I put the nose ring on. I don't know what kind of jewelry that is, but 10 karat gold. That's so. Those little 3 little diamond chips in there. Looks like you might be able to see a sparkle here and there. They're little tiny things, but they could be real diamonds, since it's real gold. That's 10 karat gold. So it might be cubic zirconium. It doesn't. There's a good sparkle there. Might be picking that up. When they're that small, I suppose it doesn't really matter if they're real or not. But that's a nice piece of gold. You can take that to a pawn shop or a gold dealer, and they will give you a little bit of money for that. It's got some decent weight to it. But let me know what kind of jewelry that is. Is that like a pinky ring for a small person, or is it a nose ring? What is it? Is it missing something? Could it be missing something there, or is it spread out? I don't know. It's weird. It's awfully small. But anyways, nice piece of gold just laying on the ground, right? When I found it, I said this stuff can be surprising. You would be shocked to know how much of this kind of stuff is just out there laying around if you were to actually look. I'm surprised. Lots of people, get surprised by people on YouTube making dumpster diving finds, and I'm so used to it, I'm not really that surprised by anything. But this still gets me. The amount of gold that's just laying around and it's thrown away. That does surprise me. That does surprise me. I will probably never not be surprised by that kind of stuff right there. But anyways, yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing. I mean, if I find copper and brass or something big, something real valuable, I'm gonna get it one way or the other, right? Interesting thing about that is there's not that many things out here that I find that I can't take care of. I could take that aluminum off that little shower chair there, but that's disgusting looking. I'm not even gonna touch it. I don't find a lot of things that can't fit in dumpsters, so water heater tanks, refrigerators, stoves, ovens, washers, dryers are about the only things I find that I can't handle. I'm gonna burn I might burn 50 cents of gas today, you know, so, oh well. That's a lot of work too, picking up big pieces of tin, loading it and unloading it. That can be a lot of hardcore backbreaking work that I'm just skipping, you know. I saw an interesting video the other day. I didn't actually watch it, but I saw the title of it. It was talking about this video about poverty, people staying poor, not necessarily poverty, but I think it was talking about kind of the widening gap between those with money and those without it. And they were talking about owning a car or a truck is keeping people poor. Now, I don't mean poor, I just keeping people down, right? Lots of people out there you might be pumping, you know, 10 grand into your vehicle to own your vehicle, you know, right? A year, 10 grand a year, you know. So if you're not making, you know, 40, 50 grand a year, 10 grand's a lot, man. Like, you know, imagine what you could do with 10 grand. If you had 10 grand cash in your hand every year to invest or start a business or something, right? But that's kind of the thing. Rich people get rich by investing their money, and poor people stay poor by spending their money. But let's see what's in that. It's something you don't really think about until you get rid of your vehicle. It's just an amazing amount of money. You know, I mean, you might be working 30% of your life to pay for your car, right? 30% of your life goes away to have a car. So it's just something to think about. These are really dangerous. I'm not recommending anyone drive these on the street. Cars can't see you, so these are dangerous. I'm not recommending it. I'm just talking the facts, man. It's just a run, wabbit. Huh? Not supposed to be that friendly, dude. You better run, boy. You better learn them skills. Run, run. He's probably got someone around here feeding him. You're way too tame, dude. He's got someone feeding him around here or something. Is it just me, or does that look like resemble an arrowhead? Look at that. What a weird place. I think that's an arrowhead. I just found it laying on the ground.
Oh, really?
Kind of looks like it, don't it?
Yeah.
Weird spot to find it at. It's probably not. It's probably not.
Could be.
That's got serrated edges. Huh. Kinda. I think that's just a fluke. What do you think? Oh, sheesh. Huh. Bicycle shop dumpster. Haven't been through here in a while. Fat Tire Bike Shop. Oi. Here, circle, 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 circle. Usually the Farkle call will work. Huh. That was one rotten fan blade. I just fall apart. Now, this one might be a little different case. This is not in the dumpster. Someone has set this out here because it's probably still working. I'll probably end up putting that in the retail store to give it a chance. I just had an individual tell me to look at the law about scavenging the public domain, so that's some weird looking ink tanks in that. What are we doing with here exactly? Hey, look at that. I can't say I've found one like that before. That looks like a good way to take your money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ink tanks to make this printer run. HP. Oh boy, there's a money maker, right? These printers are basically worthless. They make all their money off the ink, yeah. They could pretty much, this is kind of like what I think might happen with cell phones and tablets and stuff. The companies will probably just start giving the printer away for free. Well, unless there's some kind of revolutionary ink invention, but that's gold plate on those. I don't know if these type can be sold and refilled and stuff. I'm not familiar with those, but definitely gold plate on there. But you know, I want to buy ink for mine. It's like black and a color cartridge. I think they're like 30-40 bucks a piece, right? If you do any amount of printing, like shipping and stuff on eBay or whatever, the printer might cost $100 and you might spend $400 or $500 on ink a year or something stupid. Give away the cell phones, give away the tablets, give away the printers, give away the equipment to get people hooked on your real product, right? Your addiction to ink, and addiction to buying stuff on your phone. Addiction is not the word to use there. Dependence. Let's just use the word dependence. Get you hooked on their products. So if you were to do this, you would probably encounter people that are just rude and mean and maybe borderline delusional and angry and mad at the world. And oh, look at that piece of breast down there. Hey, there's a Kirby vacuum in there too. That's like the one I got at home. That vacuum cleaner's over $1,000 new. But there's people out there just looking for a fight, right? Just looking for an argument. Some dude with a lady wanting to show off or something, maybe. I'm not sure exactly what the case was there, but just just wanted to yell at somebody. Hey, look at that! Shoot! Huh? Oh boy, that's the good stuff. Those black cables are copper. Look at that. Look at that, folks. That's the good stuff. That's how much copper is that gonna be? 5 pounds at least. So that's about $20. Those 3 black cables. Clean the insulation off there. It's probably about $20 worth of copper right there. I didn't actually mean to drop that. I meant to set it up there. But back to that, you know, you might try to tell people that scavenging in the public domain is legal, just to try to give them decent information so they don't have to get red and jump up and down and scream at you, right? But just trying to tell them that the public domain is fair game for this type of deal. You might be dealing with a person that's just extremely angry and just will not listen to you. So even if you're really polite and just try to tell them, they don't want to listen to you, right? So it's just an argument, just trying to talk to some people, just a total argument. You're just trying to tell them, you know just I don't know, this might not be a good idea to go out and scream at someone that's scavenging in the public domain. If you're a property owner or something, be careful, because you don't know who you're dealing with on the other end too, right? So it's just garbage. Some people are just so stupid. Anyways, I just tried to tell this person that it's legal. It's not illegal to do this, you know. And of course, that's just a huge argument because they don't even care about the dumpster diving. They don't even care about the situation. All they care about is there's something inside some people. They just need to just need to be constant conflict, right? Just their day is not a normal day if they just don't have some kind of crisis and conflict to deal with. So they just see someone. They don't care if they're right or wrong. Just start yelling at them, you know. But anyways, I just try to tell this person that, you know, so they don't have to continue to be rude and belligerent in public with people, you know, to check out what the law says, you know. And you just can't talk to some people, right? Just want to sit there and scream at me. Just telling. It ended with me driving away while this person was yelling at me, telling me to look at the law. You look at the law. And just to try to just stop and have a polite, civilized conversation, it's literally impossible. So in those situations, just get in your car or your bike or whatever your vehicle is, or if you're on foot, just leave, just walk away, because there's people out there that just don't care about anything. I think you've all probably dealt with something like that in different parts of your life, but it's just it's amazing, isn't it? Trillions of dollars of garbage out there, and there's people that get belligerent because you're trying to take some garbage. So that person's probably out there somewhere right now, still pissed off at the world, and who knows what they might get into later today. But you know, they're driving around right now, and in their mind, I'm some total jerk that was doing something wrong, you know, that just pissed them off. Where the exact opposite is true, you know. I mean, like right now, I'm loitering, trespassing, I suppose, but this is not illegal to do. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Woo. Not sure what's going on here. This white SUV stopped in the road. I don't know if they're looking at me or what, but there's a ton of copper in here. That's a Kirby vacuum. I don't know what that white SUV is doing. They're literally stopped right in the middle of the road looking at me. I wonder if it has something to do with this. Oh boy, look at that. I don't know what they're doing. It's kind of sketchy looking. Oh boy, look at this. Woo! Huh? Look at that. Oh boy. I'm kind of scared to throw it out. Got copper and brass. That's a Kirby vacuum. It's all tore up. The bag's missing and stuff. That's over $1,000 new. I don't know what this SUV is doing. It's pretty sketchy, man. Just sitting there staring at me. I'll probably get out of here real quick. See what's going on. Never know what you're dealing with, right? That was not cool at all. Huh. I don't like being stuck in there where I can't run. I think I'm actually going to go back to the storage unit and drop this stuff off and come back out here and clean up the rest of that copper. That was weird. I'm still in the same. I'm only a couple blocks away before someone just told me what the law is. So I'm gonna go empty my load, come back real quick. This is out of a restaurant. This would be like a 3-sink. Well, I don't know, maybe not 3 sinks, but that's a restaurant dishwashing dealie, right? That's probably out of a 3-sink. So that's what that is, a little sink sprayer out of a restaurant. I'm a little flustered. I'm gonna load this up, get out of here. I showed that at the beginning of the video. A little bit of scrap in there, busted up crutches, electrical cords and stuff. Same old, same old. I guess this is my electrical box section. So what I was saying about tin, I know to someone who doesn't understand exactly what I'm doing, like, why would you pass up tin? It's money. Why would you pass up money? How is passing up money costing you money? How is passing up money making more money? Because I could spend 10 hours today hauling around loads of tin, right? If I picked up all this tin, I could load up on it several times, and it might take me 10 hours to make $30 or $40. If I skip it, I can cover more ground and find stuff like that. So that's $20. So it's probably another, that's a heavy chunk. It's a piece of a water pipe, I think. $3.60 a pound, so 10, 34. All right. This is all brass. That's all brass too. That's brass. 34, probably $40 of brass and copper right there, right? In just about an hour. So that would be the equivalent of 10 hours of picking up this cheap stuff. So that explains it. 10 hours picking up all this bulky tin. Or just skip it and make 30 or 40 by covering a bunch of ground and finding more valuable stuff. See what I'm saying? So I don't blame people for not understanding that. I don't mean to. I know some people get mad at me when I try to explain it. I'm not saying my way is better or anything. I'm just saying what I do, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go make a little cleanup trip. Look at that. That new guy. I think I went too long during the winter inside without water in it, and as soon as I dumped a bunch of water in there, that guy popped out. Look how big it is. But I'm gonna go make this little cleanup round. I'm gonna go get that aluminum. That aluminum wire isn't really worth a whole lot. It looks a lot better than what it really is, but it's valuable enough to where I'll snatch that, and then I'm gonna hit that copper first. Let's go see It's kind of a sketchy place. I don't know. That car sat there for a long time. Stopped right in the street looking at me. So looks like that building is being gutted. That probably explains the copper water pipes, we think. Although they looked like new copper water pipes, huh? So those were probably the leftovers. I bet they just installed a new system in there. I did not notice that the first time I was in here. I was too busy focusing on that copper. There's the oxygen machine. Or no, what is it? Air conditioner. A little ACR in there, look at it. Huh. This is where fingerless gloves come in handy. So if you're wearing full finger gloves, you're either going to get your gloves disgusting, or you're going to take your gloves off and work with no gloves whatsoever, right? There's so many situations like that where you take your gloves off. So I don't really think about the advantages, but I'm getting my finger just a little wet, right? And I can just go like this. See how that works? Just no big deal. You can't wipe off your gloves. So with full finger gloves, you might see people working with full finger gloves doing this kind of stuff, and they're taking their gloves on and off, and they're putting their gloves inside their car and on their dashboard and on their seat and in between the seats, and then they're coming out tomorrow and putting those same gloves on. And you know, you can wash your hands, right? But you don't wash your work gloves every night, you know what I mean? So full finger work gloves doing stuff like this is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I didn't realize that was a piece of steel. I thought it was plastic. Look at that. What is that? Power seal. Power seal. Blue. Whoa, dang it. I think that's why you see homeless people wearing fingerless gloves. You wouldn't think so, but it's much more cleaner to wear fingerless gloves. It kind of seems like it'd be the other way around, but actually getting your gloves gross is disgusting, and then you're putting those gross disgusting gloves on every day with, you know, day after day's worth of gunk and skunk and scum and stuff building up on them. I'm earning the views today. What do you think? And I'm just barely getting just a little piece of my finger wet. See that? That's all I'm doing. Just a little bit, and then there it is, taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So plus with full finger gloves, if you do something like that, get your hands wet and then put your full finger gloves back on the inside of your gloves is where you're drying off your fingers. So on the outside of your gloves filthy, inside of your gloves are filthy, and so you'd think fingerless gloves would be filthy way to do this, you know. It's kind of counterintuitive, right? How are you gonna get your hands dirty if you wear a fingerless glove? I don't know, actually. You get your hands dirty if you wear full finger gloves. Doesn't make sense, does it? Until you actually do it. That's some nice stuff in here. I'm just trying to pass on some information. I think in the past people have gotten mad at me because they think people sometimes have a tendency to think I'm talking specifically to you. You, that one person out of the 10,000 that might watch this video. I'm just talking to you. That's what it feels like, right? Sometimes. Oh wow, look at this. Oh boy. It does take a little use. It does take a little while to get used to fingerless gloves. Earlier today, I cut my thumb right there on when I was yanking the plastic case off that transformer. A little piece of this sharp plastic caught me in my thumb, and a little cut. So you do kind of have to start to be a little more careful until you get used to it. Wearing work gloves, you have a tendency to just jam your fingers down in a pile of stuff, right? Just jam them down in there. So you gotta be a little bit more of a ballerina. Does that make sense? Ballerina, is that a good word to use? I guess work. If you try fingerless gloves, what you first want to do is work like you're wearing no gloves. That's the main problem, right? Jamming your fingers into pokey stuff. Don't do that. That's what you learn immediately. And that stuff looks like plastic, doesn't it? It's not plastic. It's good stuff, man. Good. Alright. I also think there was someone had said a couple times that someone had copied my logo and was saying mean things to people on other channels. So I didn't realize how bad that problem was until I got into doing Bitcoin, and there's scammers out there that they impersonate other channels they'll copy their logos and use their name, and there's nothing YouTube will do about it. So I think that might explain some of the stuff I saw on my channel. You know, I mean, I'm probably directly responsible for half of the scavenging videos on YouTube, even if they realize it or not. Lots of these channels on YouTube doing this type of stuff are spin-offs of my channel that don't, even if they don't realize it, they might be spin-offs of a spin-off of my channel. Not all of them, but I mean, a lot of them are. So I guess my point is why would I go onto other people's channels when for 5 years I've been showing people how to do this, you know? I literally have a playlist of videos showing people how to start their own YouTube channel, how to do everything I do. So why would I go onto their channels and try to create some kind of conflict with them? You know, like I've seen some people in my comment section that seem like they are acting like I'm better than their channel or other channels. I don't know, it's weird because the whole point of part of my channel has been showing people how to do this, how to make a YouTube channel, and I don't even watch other channels anymore. Part of it is because these people taking food out of dumpsters. I need to be able to sleep at night, right? I can't watch videos of people donating food from the garbage to unsuspecting people and go to sleep at night. With the experience I have doing this, you know, there's very few people in this world that understand these dumpsters the way I do. So if I watch a video about someone donating dumpster dive food to unsuspecting people, I won't be able to sleep tonight. So I don't watch that kind of stuff. But anyways, the point I was getting to is scavenging videos. I think there was somebody impersonating my channel, some reason or the other. There was people that making those comments, people telling me that's what was going on, but it never really sank in until I started doing a Bitcoin channel. And there's scammers out there that'll impersonate your likeness on YouTube. So that might be what was going on, because I saw there was some people there for a while that had to block. They were just leaving really mean comments, and people I don't even know. So I don't I think maybe that was the case. Maybe I should have paid attention to the people that were telling me there was someone stealing my identity on YouTube. This would be a vacuum that you could sell stuff, parts for. It looks like it's been taken. The bag's gone, the roller's gone. I think the motor's still in there, but this is like the one I have at home. This is the kind I use at my house. It's like a $1,200 machine that had been thrown away because this plastic right here cracked in half, so they threw the whole thing away. So that's the kind of vacuum I roll with. These are sweet, man. They got headlights, and you can easily raise up and down. And this one's just going to the scrapyard though. underestimated my brass and copper earlier at the storage unit. I wasn't counting all that stuff. Maybe $50 or so. Some printer paper for me. Take it. This is a nursing study books. 2019, 2020. Those can carry some value on Amazon. I've sold a few of those before. Someone studied to be a nurse, or something along the lines. Anyways, it looks like there's quite a few books in here. So we're gonna have a look. I actually when I came by here earlier, I saw a guy and a lady parked right here in a little SUV. I don't know if it's illegal dumping or not, probably, unless they own this, I suppose. But lots of times it's illegal dumping, right? So that might be what this is for the. Sometimes illegal dumping can be some of the best scores. Sometimes there's people that just want to get rid of a bunch of stuff for one reason or the other. That's a nice little pair of Brooks. I'm smelling nurse. I don't like to get too snoopy, but I'm smelling a nurse. This is the kind of shoes nurses will wear in a hospital, right? Because they're on their feet all day. And obviously we've got someone that took a nursing test. These books can be worth a small fortune. I'm pretty sure that one's going to have some value on Amazon. Medical surgical nursing. That's a nice one there. So feeling I'm getting here is someone is moving, and they just decided to do a little illegal dump or something along their lines. No telling what might be in here. People might be in a hurry, moving out of town, or precision compass. Look at that. guaranteed accurate for life. Huh. It's kind of neat. Brand new. That's brand new too. I didn't see that. It's sealed. It's never been opened. What is it? Analyze your data, improve your game. Zip Golf. Oh, what is that? Like a some kind of software. Oh, attach the sensor to your hand. Connect wirelessly. Swing your glove. Analyze your data. Bluetooth. Hey, you know what? $150. What? $150. That's never been opened. I shouldn't have ripped it a little bit right there. Yeah, no, that's never been opened. So there's $150. What do you think, folks? I'm always surprised when I see things on video while I'm editing a video that I didn't see in real life. This flapped open like that. I didn't see that, and then later on I was trying to open it and I didn't even realize that opened. It's amazing how many things I miss. I think it's when you're out there in real life, you know, your mind might be focusing on 20 other things, and then you sit down with a cat on your lap editing videos and you see all these things you never noticed. But that opens like that. I just wanted to show that's it right there. That's the deal. That is definitely a sealed box. I shouldn't have ripped it like I said, but there it is. It looked kind of weird. I saw it on video. I was like, oh man, that's an empty box, because I saw a flap open. I thought it was open. But that's just one of their little, this is how the packaging is, right? So that people can, $150, you want to get a peek at it, right? There it is. Brand spanking new. Like I was saying, it's illegal. I don't know for sure. It's just an assumption that this is illegal dumping. But if it is illegal dumping, hand warmers, they can be really good. Really good. It can be some of the best scores, you know, because someone, I don't know, I mean, I don't like to try to do too much assuming what's going on, but I actually saw these people doing this when I came through here the first time, and I saw the guy just start throwing stuff in here, so it could be a an eviction too. You know, they might own a house that they rent out or something. And a tenant got evicted and left or something, and left all this stuff in their house, and so these people just cleaned out a house around here that they own, that someone was renting, and they just throwing all their stuff in here, you know, so. Someone ordered protein shake, never opened their package. So that might have been mail this person was getting. I think it's only natural to try to figure stuff out. Even though it's illegal to mess around with people's private information, it's still hard not to get a feel for what's going on in society, right? Those aren't the kind of ink tanks I like anyway. Seem like small potatoes when we're buying $150 worth of stuff here. Really nice looking textbooks for Amazon. That right there is also a textbook. These textbooks in the 3-ring binders can be real deceiving. That one, sometimes they're missing pages, but I don't think that one's worth a whole lot. But sometimes these textbooks will just be in a 3-ring binder like that. I didn't know that for a long time. That textbook still has a CD. If you list on Amazon, you want to make sure you get all the details right. If there's supposed to be a CD, make sure you say there's no CD. Or if the CD's there, say the CD's there. Medical dictionary. This is not the first time I found a nursing book dump. I found this type of books several times. Several times. Vodka? Look at that. Huh. Look at that. That's water. Bottle of water. Voss artesian water from Norway. Man, you know you got it made when you're selling water. What kind of business do you run? I sell water. Ruh-roh. Uh-oh. Observe the farkles in their natural habitat as they frolic and play throughout the day. I'll go through that later. There might be some kind of gift certificates in there or something. Some prepaid, like Walmart gift cards or whatever. I actually saw the person's name. Sometimes I'll see people make the comment saying, man, you should track that person down and find out if they want their stuff back. But you never know for sure what's going on. I can make someone really, really angry, you know, calling them up. Hey, I dug a bunch of your personal property out of the garbage. You want it back? So you gotta think what you're doing. You know, I could be completely wrong about this situation. Someone may have died, you know, or something. And you know, you might call someone's family and say, "Hey, I just found all this person's stuff. You want it back?" And they're, you know, they'd be really mad at you, right? So I've just came to the opinion that this is free for the taking, and it's in the garbage. There's a little Freetail Swagoli. It's free for the taking. It's in the garbage. It's going to. That's a day or two away from going to the landfill. So I just come to the conclusion that let's just take it. Now, hey, look at that fork. What you doing there, Farkle? That's not your natural habitat. That cord right there could be worth some money. Little MacBook cord. Most times that Apple stuff will be worth money. Even this Apple box is probably worth some money. Well, my battery on my my battery on my camera might die. I might not have a chance to show me picking up that aluminum cord and whatnot. But as you can see, that's the kind of point I was getting to earlier. Skip that lightweight tin. It's not worth much. Skip aluminum cans. Skip all the cheap stuff, because this is the kind of stuff you're really looking for, right? And the more ground, the more area you can cover, the more dumpsters you can look in, the higher the probability of finding jackpots becomes. And you might increase your odds 3 or 4 times. So it's just the way I do it. I'm not saying that this is better than anyone else. That's a neat little journalist blank. That's gonna be Freetail swag. It's magnetic. That's pretty cool. Might be able to sell that on Amazon actually. That's probably not that valuable. Freetail swaggy. Well, here's another textbook and a binder. These can be sneaky valuable. I may be blocking stuff out. I've shown this person's name several times, so I may have to do some editing on this. But those 3-ring binders can have. Hey, that's way too heavy, folks. That's way too heavy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, look at it. It's cracked. I thought that was way too heavy. I thought we were gonna have a brand new one. These little boxes are worth money too. But I'll probably just send that to board. So I used to sell that kind of stuff, but now that I don't have to worry about money so much, I will probably just send it to boardsort.com for e-waste scrap. I think those phones are like $4 a pound. Might be higher now. I haven't looked in a while, but a little Freetail swaggy. I think that's a magnet. Yes. Love. Nice little memo papers. Are they sticky? Indeed. I have those. Oops. Spinner. Brand new spinner. What do you think about that? Is the spinner fad over with? I haven't heard anything about spinners in a long time. I love paintbrushes. Shoot, you know what? I didn't know there's gonna be this much in here. It's hard to tell with those textbooks. Shoot, that could be another one there. It's hard to tell the value of them. I may have a couple $100 there by now, or I might have less. How's that for an approximation? This big pile is basically worth nothing on Amazon. This pile here, there's 2 piles. This one is going to be $11 plus shipping. This one is going to be, this is what I listed them for on Amazon, $72.29 plus shipping. That was the best one right there. This one I listed for $14.63 plus shipping. This one I actually couldn't find on Amazon, but I found a previous version a couple years before this was like going for like 90 bucks. I found this specific one on Poshmark had sold for like 45. So I'm gonna list this one on eBay for like 40 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that. Now when I list these on Amazon, I'm listing these to sell. These are some of the lowest priced ones on there. I like to put them in like the top, you know, the top 4 or 5. Like if there's a bunch of acceptable ones, real cheap, acceptable is the worst one, worst condition. I will, if it's good or very good, I'll put the price below the lowest priced good one. So like if there's 4 or 5 acceptable ones, I'll put it just the price above the acceptable and above the good, below the good. So I'm pricing them to sell anyways. I generally will always put them on the first page of Amazon. This one, you have to have special permission to sell on Amazon. There's one on eBay for 25 bucks, free shipping. I'm gonna list this one for like 17, 18 bucks plus shipping. I'll list that on probably eBay. And the same deal with this on Amazon. Yeah, I need special permission. I'm running into a new little system that looks like they've introduced. 13 bucks or so plus shipping. I'll probably put that on eBay. So that's not bad, not bad. What was that, 75, 100? I didn't add that up. 100, well, that'd be like 150, 170, 200 bucks. I was about right. It's close to 200 bucks probably. After fees and shipping, it won't be that much. 130, 140, 150 profit. And look at this. Yeah, I think someone's whole little bedroom is in here or something. Mr. and Mrs. One-Piece chair signs. So I seen a guy throw this is in the journal. When I first came out here, the first thing I saw was some guy throw something in here really hard. I heard a big loud bang, and then he goes, whoops. It was almost like these two people were just having fun throwing someone's stuff in the garbage. And I'm pretty sure it's illegal dumping, but I don't want to go too far out on the assumption tree limb. But man, these if these books are in use, this is worth a small fortune, right? Nice little basket. It's a nice dry dumpster, so that's good. That's a load, man. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna get all these packed up, save my battery. I should have got my cable cutters. I've shown my cable cutters before, and those cable cutters are specifically to cut this up. Shoot, I should have grabbed those. Oh well. Kind of a neat little table. I didn't even see that there. That's gonna be Free Tail Swaggy Leggy. Okay, so my battery is just about shot, so I'm going to go through this dumpster. This is where I found all the textbooks and stuff. I'm gonna go through it off camera, and then I'll turn the camera back on, show you what's in here. I don't know if I got most of it already or not, but I'm gonna find out. With this stuff, you probably don't want to take a whole lot of that into the scrapyard, because I've heard stories about people actually taking it off of the poles and stuff. I don't know how they could do that without getting electrocuted, but I have heard stories. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, some type of it anyways. But I think this is phone. It's a phone. Someone out there knows what that is. 600 volts. That's probably not phone wire, but that's gotta be electricity, doesn't it? Okay, I'm gonna go through here, see what we got. Hey, look at that. Here we go. Okay, there was this basket. You already saw that. A little piece of Ethernet cord. Got myself a nice box of Tri-Lane fishing line. 12 pound, 1,000 yards. Still a lot left in there. I learned to tie my fishing knot off the back of a Tri-Lane box. See if they're still using the same knot. Wow, that's like 40 years ago. Over 40 years ago. There's the I didn't look yet. There it is. That's the Tri-Lane knot. Same deal. That's just a wonderful knot. See that right there? Put it through. Scooby-Doo, Slippy Poo. Gotta make sure you get it wet before you slide it down, or else it'll warp the line. Okay, we got this little outdoor battery. Thought that's kind of cool. Not sure exactly how to charge that, but it's definitely rechargeable. Little long-lasting battery. So I might have that, keep that in my storage unit, see how that goes. Little designer COVID-19 mask, Super Bowl champions, looking unused. I don't know. I guess I'll put that in a retail store. Here's a Techion Ops. Oh, it's for paintball. Oh, motorcycle. No, it's just a helmet cam frocking. I would recommend GoPros over there. Here's another one. They're in there too. They're in there. I don't think that's gonna compete with my GoPro, is it? And then look at this. What's this? Look at this. Woo! What's that? Is that night vision? Look at that. Look at that. I never found one of those before. I think it needs batteries. Looks like the battery. Did I see a battery cap in there like that? I didn't see anything in there. But I might be able to do something. Well, you know what? That's gonna probably need an electrical hookup on the other end of the battery to that little thing right there, probably. So I'm probably out of luck with that, aren't I? Darn it. Made in Russia. I'll probably put these on eBay. Those probably have some nice value to them. That was kind of a strange find. The night vision. I'm pretty sure it's night vision. What do you think? Shoot. I don't want to have to go back through there and look for that. I'll probably never find it, even if it is in there. But I'll probably sell that for parts on eBay. And then a couple textbooks, a couple more textbooks. I've already been through that. And another one of these little bags. People like that kind of stuff. Put that in a retail store. And then some more paint brushes, some more sticky notes. And that's gonna wrap it up, folks. My battery is about shot. And I'm gonna get home, start making this video, and see if Bitcoin's gonna come back or not. For those of you that may have got into Bitcoin, that's how it is, man. It's volatile, it goes up and down, but it could still go 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 this cycle. So It's just how it is. Just how it is. I hope you enjoyed the show. And as always, thanks for watching.